Hello students, in today's video we are going to see about the preparation of ammonia. We know that when the ammonia is present in soil and water in small quantities, okay, so it will be present in the form of a organic matter like urea. So by decay of urea we can get the ammonia. How we will get here? This is NH2CONH2. This is urea. Urea when reacts with water, it will get first here ammonium carbonate. Okay, so here we have 2H2O will come here, so 2N we have here, so 2N, how many hydrogens here? 4 hydrogens, and totally we have here how many hydrogens? 4 plus 4, 8 hydrogens. 4 to the 8 hydrogen we got here. Okay, so ammonium carbonate will form first. This ammonium carbonate which further decompose into NH3, 2NH3 plus CO2 plus H2O. Okay, so NH4 taken twice, 2 we have here, so here 2 NH3 we will get here. How many hydrogens? Here 2 3s are 6 we have here. Next we will get here CO2 we will get here, and H2O, water molecule we will get here. So ammonium carbonate on decomposition it will give what here? Ammonia, carbon dioxide and water here. Okay, so one question they can ask based on this reaction. How they can ask question here means a compound when heated releases 3 gases, one neutral, one acidic and one basic here. If you see here, this is basic, ammonia is basic here we have, and CO2 is acidic and water is neutral here. So based on this reaction they may ask question in competitive exam, in NEET they have asked what is that means an organic compound. On an organic compound is urea here. An organic compound when heated releases 3 gases here. Identify them. So they releases 3 gases. Which gases? One acidic, one basic and one neutral here. So identify those gases. So what are those gases? Ammonia is basic, then carbon dioxide is acidic and water is what here? Neutral here. So now this is the preparation of ammonia from decay of urea. Now further, based on this one only they have asked question. How they have asked question means here we got ammonia from the urea here. Okay, so this ammonia when it is passes through the copper aqueous solution, copper ions aqueous solution, when this ammonia is passes, what will happen here? Here you will get here a complex compound will form. See, as we know ammonia is a strong ligand, okay, so it will form a complex compound with these metal ions here, Cu plus 2 ions. This is D block elements, and as we know D block metals they will form a complex compound here, and ammonia is what here? Strong ligand. Due to why it is a ligand? Because ligand means what here? Which donate the electrons here. So on ammonia, in ammonia on nitrogen we have a lone pairs, so it donates the electrons and it will act as a ligand here. Okay, so it make a complex compound with this Cu plus 2 ions, and here we will get this complex compound. This complex compound is deep blue color. Okay, deep blue color. So deep blue color solution we will get here. So this deep blue color solutions formula is CuNH3 plus 2 here. So NEET 2020 they have asked question based on this one only. How they have asked question means here, question C here on urea reacts with water. Okay, question given here, urea reacts with water to form A. To form A means this is our A here. Okay, to form A, which will decompose to form B, which will decompose to form B. So what is B here? Ammonia is B here. What we got here? This is ammonia is B here. Next, when passed through Cu plus 2 aqueous solution, when passed through Cu plus 2 aqueous solution, deep blue color solution C is formed. So this is C. Deep blue color solution C is formed. What is the formula? of C from the following. What is the formula of C from the following? Here they have given 4 options. A is given here CuOH twice. B is given here CO3, CuOH twice, and next we have here CuSO4, and D is CuNH3 4 plus here. Okay, so in this the D option is the correct option here. So from this reaction they have made question like this way here. So remember here urea, okay, reacts with water and gives ammonium carbonate. Ammonium carbonate decomposes, gives ammonia, carbon dioxide and water, which is basic, acidic and neutral gases. 3 gases will be there here. Now this ammonia, when it is passes through the copper Cu+2 aqueous solution, it gives a deep blue color solution due to the formation of a complex compound, and that complex compound is what we have here, CuNH3 4 + 2 here. Okay, so this is all about the first preparation. Now we will see the next preparation. So next method is by Haber's process. This is very, very important. 3 marks questions every year will come from on this one. Okay. So manufacture of ammonia by Haber's process. On large scales, ammonia is prepared by this method here. In this, the nitrogen and hydrogen in elemental form we have to take. Nitrogen gas and hydrogen gas, they combine here and forms ammonia here. Okay, it is a combination reaction. In this reaction, 2 elements, nitrogen and hydrogen combines and forms an ammonia here. Okay, this is a reversible reaction and exothermic reaction. It is reversible reaction means here equilibrium will establish here. Okay, in reversible reactions, once ammonia will form, then when equilibrium establishes, the ammonia decomposes into nitrogen and hydrogen. The reaction is going in a reverse direction. That means here ammonia is again converting into nitrogen and hydrogen here. Whenever this reversible reaction establish or equilibrium we have, then here we have to apply the Le-Chatelier principle here. So to increase the, how we can increase the production of ammonia here. Okay, so what are the conditions will we have to maintain that we will get the good yield of ammonia? So the condition according to the Le-Chatelier principle, what will be there means here, as we know it is an exothermic reaction. Whenever exothermic reaction is there, then we have to use a temperature should be low here. Okay, so if temperature is low, then the reaction will go in a forward direction here. So but at low temperature the reaction will be very slow. So the optimum temperature for this reaction is 700 Kelvin here. Next here the pressure, what should be pressure here? See, Le-Chatelier, according to Le-Chatelier principle, we want the forward direction should be there here. Okay, we want ammonia more here. So if we here we have 1 mole of nitrogen reacts with 3 moles of hydrogen, gives 2 moles of ammonia here. Okay, so totally on reactant side we have 4 moles here. According to Le-Chatelier principle, if we increase the pressure, the equilibrium will shift in that direction where the number of moles are less. So number of moles are very less towards this product side here. Okay, so that means in forward direction here. So if we apply high pressure, the equilibrium will shift in a forward direction here, and if you decrease the pressure, the equilibrium will shift in a backward direction, means here more number of moles here. Okay, are you getting? So according to Le-Chatelier principle, increase in pressure, the equilibrium will shift in that direction having less number of moles. So here less number of moles here in forward direction is there here. So that's why here we have to apply the high pressure, and that pressure is 200 atmospheric pressure. Again we have to use here catalyst here. Which catalyst? Iron oxide with aluminum oxide and potassium oxides. This both they will act as a promoters. Promoters means what here? They will increase the activity of this iron oxide here. Iron oxide is our main catalyst on which the reaction takes place. Okay, so it increase the speed of the reaction, this catalyst. but these promoters they will increase this catalyst activity here. Okay, so this Al2O3 and K2 are what here? Promoters here. Here we have to take pure nitrogen and hydrogen. Pure nitrogen and hydrogen we have to take. No impurity should be there in that. If impurity is present, then those impurities they poison the catalyst here. Poison the catalyst means here they will decrease the activity of catalyst here. So we have to take a pure nitrogen and hydrogen here. And what are the condition? The condition are the temperature should be 700 Kelvin and the pressure should be 200 atmospheric pressure here. Catalyst iron oxide and Al2O3 and K2O are what here? Promoters here. Okay, now we have to see the flow chart of this Haber's process here. Okay, so in exam you have to write this reaction and you have to write the condition and then you have to draw the flow chart. You will get the 3 marks here for that one. So this is the flow chart of Haber's process here. Okay, this diagram you have to draw in exam, very important it is. So hydrogen and nitrogen we have to take in pure form gas here, and now this one we are passing. First it will go into a compressor here. Here these two nitrogen and hydrogen gas get compressed, and due to that compression they will converted into atoms here. Okay, nitrogen and hydrogen they are in the form of molecule N2 and H2. When they get compressed here, they break down into their atoms here. Okay, now here this is N2 and H2. They will break down into atoms here, N and H here. Okay, in this compressor here. After conversion into atoms here, now they will pass into a catalytic converter here. In this catalytic converter here it is heated. The temperature is 700 Kelvin here. Electrolytic heater will be there here, and in this heater the catalyst will be there here. Which catalyst? Iron oxide, aluminum oxide and potassium oxide. These two are what here? Promoters here. Now this both compressed gases will come to this chamber here, catalytic chamber here, and here now the reaction takes place. Nitrogen and hydrogen combines and forms ammonia here, but complete formation of ammonia is not possible here. Only 10 to 15% ammonia we will get here. Remaining will be in the form of nitrogen and hydrogen only here. So this nitrogen, hydrogen and what ammonia form here 10 to 15%. Again it will passes through the here condenser. This condenser are the cooling pipes here. Okay, so cooled pipes will be there here. So in this condenser, when this gases passes, the ammonia whatever form here, it will convert into liquid here. So liquefaction of gases takes place when it is passes through this condenser here. Okay, these are pipes, cooling pipes here. But the liquefaction takes place only for ammonia here, because in ammonia hydrogen bonding is there. That's why ammonia will liquefy easily, but hydrogen bonding is not present in nitrogen and hydrogen. That's why both they will not liquefied here. So whatever ammonia liquefied, it will be collected in one here chamber here. Okay, so liquid ammonia we will get here. Remaining the unliquefied nitrogen and hydrogen, again it is passes through here to recirculation here. So this nitrogen and hydrogen here it will again it will come to here pump here, it will get compressed and come back into this catalytic converter here. Okay, so nitrogen and hydrogen they will be recirculated here, and again here reaction takes place. It will convert into ammonia 10 to 15%. It will go to the here condenser here, and it will convert into liquid ammonia here. Okay, so like this process will be continue here. So this is all about the Haber's process here. Nitrogen and hydrogen, first it will get compressed and then it will passes through this catalytic converter. Here reaction takes place. Nitrogen and hydrogen combines and forms ammonia, but 100% reaction not takes place. Only 10 to 15% ammonia will form. That it will passes through this cool pipe here, and it will get converted into liquid ammonia. Okay, and the unreacted nitrogen and hydrogen, it will be again recirculated here. This is here we have pump, it will get compressed here, this nitrogen and hydrogen, and again it will come back to here. It is in catalytic converter here, or maybe it will pass through this compressor. It will get compressed here, or sometimes it will get compressed here also with these fresh gases here. Okay, So this is the Haber process here we have seen here. Very important topic it is, easy only. So practice this one, this question.